This is more. We like to keep it loose here.
That's
so
true.
let's get back to this story about the
scary face, the retarded child.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. No, he was this guy. I think his name was Edward. He was like Mexican or something, and he had the most like intense cholo
Edward
face.
Safety Scissors hands.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh fuck! I'm mad that wasn't me. Fucking yeah. He had the most intense like just pissed off cholo face.
Do you have the full mustache at like 12?
No, but I made friends with him in Spanish class, which was so funny.
Because you were both speaking the same level of Spanish.
Yeah. And he was like the sweetest guy. He was like a really nice guy. He was really into Jan Hammer, and I remember like talking to him about like Jan. I'm like, that's cool that you're into like. Sort of a weird thing to be into, but that's cool. Jan Hammer's very talented.
I don't know Jan Hammer.
I don't know what that is.
Jan Hammer is he was like a synth artist. He had like a background in like orchestral music or something.
Really?
Yeah, he was a symphony artist that got into producing theme songs for TV shows. So he did I think
he's like John Tesh.
He did Miami Vice.
Oh hell
for sure.
Yes.
He did the theme for Cocaine Cowboys.
Yes.
He did I don't think he did Knight Rider, but like, he scored Miami Vice. So there's all this shit that's, specifically Jan Hammer stuff. But he had that scary face. And then there was a kid they called Re-Tank who I don't even think was disabled because he had a barbed wire tattoo around his arm and he was like 19 and he would just drink Bailey's minis at lunch. He could just get drunk during school or whatever. But yeah, it was like the first day of spring and there was like a bush behind school. Me and my friends went to go have a cigarette and they're all out there eating the berries.
What kind of berries were they?
From a bush.
Probably the kind that result in like diarrhea in the classroom. Yeah. The teacher has to deal with that.
Just everyone in class, all the special ed just starts diarrheaing themselves.
Yeah.
That fucking poor teacher.
They were all like, none of them were like seriously fucked up. It was like a mainstreaming program, so they were kids that were like, maybe they were dyslexic or something.
That makes the story so much better.
They're
going out and eating berries.
Yeah.
They're not retarded.
Yeah.
They're not fully disabled.
They were like, they had like developmental problems.
Right.
So
they were like half day special ed, half day
regular ed. It would be extremely cruel to make fun of them to their face and not, sort of just snickering from an alley adjacent to the classroom that they used where they tried to learn in defiance of science.
Just the image of them huddled on the... Like, I just picture them not even using their hands, just going mouth first and just sucking berries off the tree.
Like deer.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of good shit. Couple of white-tailed speds. I can't bring myself to call actual disabled people the R word.
I gotcha.
I think so too, yeah.
That feels wrong. If you're calling, a person that I just disagree with that probably suffers from some kind of mental illness, a retard in a harassment campaign online to make their life worse, that's okay. But if it's it's an actual person with a disability, that's a little cruel.
That's mean.
If it's a blogger that just cares about social issues and they happen to go about it in like kind of a hysterical way, by all means, harass that person until they kill themselves. Despite the fact that they have great intentions and they just want to make the world a better place.
Someone's playing piano now, which is hilarious.
I wish I knew how to play piano, dude.
Dude, I have no good talents. I was just thinking about
one of my best friends growing up turned out to be he got like a PhD in fluid dynamics and he goes around the world like lecturing and he's like an extremely smart guy, and I think it's because he learned piano and I didn't.
That's it, dude.
As a kid he learned piano and that made him smart, whereas I didn't.
I think it does make you smart.
I was too busy being awful at dodgeball. I was so fucking bad at dodgeball. It's funny when they made dodgeball illegal, I'm like, oh, these fucking pussy kids. And then secretly I was like, thank you. Thank you.
You were bad at dodgeball now? You can't play anymore?
I was terrible at dodgeball. Every ball I threw got caught. I would always get fucking dinged. I'd jam my fingers. I was terrible at dodgeball.
I could whip the damn dodgeball around.
I was pretty good and pretty agile. Actually, I used to be like one of those asshole kids that just hid in the back until other people were out.
So you were bad at dodgeball. I would go right up to the front lines. I had a very like Saving Private Ryan attitude towards
I was a front lines guy.
Yeah.
No. I was just charge and then get somebody out quick as fuck.
I would definitely be like a Purple Heart Medal of Honor kind of guy in the war. Yeah, dude. Not so much like a Silver Star. I'd be one of the guys that they name a bridge after because I'm such a hero, but bad at shooting.
Fuck. I used to love deflecting the ball with the ball.
Yeah,
like
that's the coolest.
Fuck, dude, let's play dodgeball.
Me and my friends used to go to this parking garage and play at night when we were in our like late teens.
We could probably get a fucking nice crew of people playing dodgeball.
Yeah. It was actually pretty cool. The cops came by one time, and he was like, they were like, "What the fuck are you guys doing in this?" You know, they saw we had like all the balls and shit, and they were like, "Oh, you guys are just playing dodgeball?" And they were like, "Yeah," and they were like, "All right, yeah, sure. We're not going to do anything about this." I was like the one-time cops. You know what's funny? I love when people are like, hey, that cop was actually really fucking cool. And what they mean is like, wow, that cop didn't rape me. That cop wasn't a complete asshole like they usually are.
I know.
So being a good cop just means you like have the courtesy level of a normal human being.
Just the guy in behind you at the grocery store.
Yeah, right. Like exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah. One time, me and my friend Tommy were driving onto an off-ramp of the freeway, like completely stoned with a lit joint. We got pulled over, and I just told the cop, we're trying to meet my family at P.F. Chang's. That was the first thing that came to my mind. He's like, well, you're going to want to go down that way. It's P.F. Chang's on Charleston.
God damn,
just
man.
Stunk of weed. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I told you that story about me almost getting that DUI.
Yeah.
God damn. What a lucky. I'm such a fucking lucky. That's like the thing
we're
where
SWMs,
where people are, when people are like,
that's
what
privilege.
White privilege? I work at fucking Radio Shack. And it's like, well, that's a perfect example.
Complete white privilege. Yeah. We're in a nice neighborhood.
So anyway I could, there's no possible way I could disregard the law more in that situation and walk away scot-free.
Have you told it on the podcast, though?
That story?
Yeah. I think you
so,
did.
Yeah.
Okay,
recently,
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I got fucking pulled over one time just for, like, not having a seatbelt.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck does that happen. And then he wanted to get my brother. My brother was, like, 14 at the time. And it was like some Jamaican cop. I just remember it was very weird. And he just insisted on my brother writing down his name.
Yeah.
I don't know what scam he thought I was pulling, but just not having my seatbelt on.
I don't know. I had a cop give me a bullshit ticket a couple weeks ago.
For what?
I was driving the truck for work
yes.
on West End Avenue, and it's not technically a truck route, but I've never driven on truck routes doing the job. I'd stay off roads that say no trucks,
right?
But I've never used the truck routes,
right?
And he pulled me over. He's like, "Yeah, I've been following you for like 10 blocks. This is not a truck route. There's like signs posted everywhere." And I had another guy with me, and we're like, "What fucking signs?" You know, he's like, "There's signs everywhere." We're like, "But what? Yeah. You know, what does the sign say?"
Sign.
Yeah. And
stop.
Yeah, right.
One way.
So I got 2 points on my license for that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
that
dude.
shit sucks, man.
Yeah.
One time I when I was like running the music space, like our final show ever, like I was moving out that weekend. We had a big show, and like I took MDMA.
Hell yeah.
And the cops came, and I was like on Molly. I like dealt with the cops, and I like sort of was able to like get them. I was like, oh, I'm about to move out. You know, you guys have come a bunch of times. This is probably going to be the last time. They were like, all right. And they're like leaving. And I was just like such a piece of shit, like on so many drugs that I like made them stay.
You were like, go get your fucking shine box.
What do you mean you made them stay?
No, I made them stay to shake all their hands.
Oh yeah, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
I wish you had gotten arrested.
I should have gotten arrested.
That's the kind of dumb shit that like when I got pulled over and I had been drinking and that like cop was like running my shit and I was like trying to be cool as possible. The cop looked like David Bowie, and in my head I was like, tell him he looks like and I'm so glad I didn't, because you imagine immediately just like, all right, you're going to jail. Because even if I was right, it's like the cop doesn't want to hear that.
Right.
No cop wants to be compared to David Bowie. They want to be compared to Ted Nugent.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cat scratch
Yeah.
fever Ted.
Has anyone ever told you look like Ted Nugent? Intensity in 10 Cities, Ted Nugent.
Fucked like a 14-year-old.
It's the greatest tour name of all time.
What is it?
Intensity in 10 Cities.
Oh, that is incredible. I
Yeah.
didn't know about that one.
Well, Chris Cubis went on tour with Ralphie May
Hell yeah.
a couple years ago.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like,
God.
I was lobbying. I was
The
saying,
triple XL boys of comedy.
right. I was saying you guys have to call it obesity and obesity.